All right, what's going on, guys? Fix my fucking hair. Crazy. So, um, hello, good morning, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and gamers everywhere. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we talk about some juicy rumors, controversies, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out at FPSGuides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/FPSGuides. And for all you listeners out there, please check out the FPS Guides podcast found on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and Alexa. So go ahead and check those out. If you are interested in becoming a part of the SPS Guides community or perhaps even becoming a content creator, if you're interested, please hit us up at our website. We would love to hear from you. So, today we are joined with our boy Dave Poodley, Ilocano
Again.
SC. He's back.
He's back.
And, of course, yours truly, El Capitan, Captain Stiffy, JD, whatever you want to call it. I'm here. So, anyways, we are here talking about. Oh, this looks weird. I have the Twitch stream up here. Let's just put something else up here so it doesn't look so ridiculous. Yeah, so, anyways, here we are, podcast number 94. Um, Throwing it back. What you guys been up to this week? What you guys been playing this week? What you guys been doing?
Like
Please enlighten
everything,
me.
and I'm
Tell
about to
me.
play everything more. So,
Yeah, Steam Summer
Insurgency.
Sale, boys.
So, Insurgency. We've been playing that lately because we don't want to get back into it because there's a bunch of patch notes that we missed out on.
Yep.
So, Remnant. We're back on Remnant again
Yep.
because a bunch of patch notes and stuff that we kind of pushed back for a while. You know, me and John, we've been streaming that stuff too. If you're missing on streams, you're missing on some funny stuff.
True.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. We've been playing that again because
Yep.
like we just been bouncing all over the place, and we decided why not
Tried
hit that
everything.
one up too as well.
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch again
Overwatch.
because you got to get dipped into the Overwatch.
Because you know you
Problem
gotta
with
get Overwatch in there.
The problem with us playing Overwatch is beforehand we play Valorant, which is the which is the other game we play, and whenever we feel like we're getting too hype at that game, we just go over to the Valorant, and
Yep.
then we started dipping back into Hell Let Loose because we're really gonna dive back into that again because we're trying to get our friends to get in on that, and we're trying to get some PTSD from Hell Let Loose because that's a World War II simulator type game, and of course occasional dip my toes into Smite because I'm addicted.
You need a smite. I've been basically doing the same thing, except I've also been playing Dark Souls 3 again. But yeah, it's just been throwing it back this past week. Just been playing all the games that I have, and just going back and playing all the updates and patches and what have you. What about you, Mr. Sig? You been
We are
playing Borderlands,
yeah,
huh?
we're trying to wrap up Borderlands 2 so we can start
Saw that.
Monster Hunter World. And,
Okay.
Oh yeah, you are going.
Yeah, he's gonna play Monster Hunter World. Let's go.
we're about 80% done with the main missions.
Uh-huh.
And it's fun. I mean, the game. It's I was hating on RPGs, but I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get.
Yeah.
The reason why I liked it is because I wasn't good. I was really
Yeah.
really awful at those kinds of games. But
It's pretty light RPG too, so it's a
Yeah,
little easier to get into. Yeah. That's cool.
so yeah, that's about it. I haven't really played anything new yet. I don't know how y'all switch gears from game to game to game to game. It's kind of like, for me, that's
It's a
my
problem.
brain would just short out.
Yeah,
It's a condition.
Yeah. I mean, well, like I said, we like Valorant. We play like try hard and stuff like that, and a lot of times we get irritated because you can only hold corners for so long, and you can only think tactically for so long. And then we're like, let's just go balls to the wall. Let's get in and let's do some Overwatch where we can just swing on everyone
Yeah.
all the time. Like, and John can just go
It's
in.
just, I guess it's just like, it's just you don't want to get burnt out of one thing. So
Yeah.
like, we all like Valorant, but we're trying not to just play Valorant because then we're just gonna get burnt out on it.
Yeah.
And so we've
Do
been playing
you-
a lot of everything.
Is there like a pro tip y'all can suggest? Do you set your keybinds consistent across different games?
Honestly, I'm pretty crazy with my key binding, so
Yeah.
no.
But you got it. You're like, all right, I got a whole new. set of
Every time I
controls."
open up a
Yeah.
game, I'm like, all right, what am I gonna be using a lot? I'm gonna be
I
using
actually-
crouch, and I'm
Yep.
gonna be using prone. I'm gonna put those on my mouse. All right, what am I gonna be doing? Like, it's just different in every game.
Even worse for me, I like when I play Valorant, I have to have my keyboard at like a 50-degree angle. Like, so I go from completely, and I just like turn it like completely when I play. And then when I play Smite, it goes
Right.
back to this way. And if I play it goes like my keyboard's even worse.
Yeah.
So let alone the keys itself are all over the place. If you think
Mhm.
like, it's crazy.
Wow.
So trying to, exactly. Oh no,
But,
wrong one.
yeah.
God damn it. Get out of here.
Um,
Get out of here.
yeah, well, also we got a couple other games that we're gonna play later, and you should watch us stream those because we're
Yeah.
probably gonna.
Pummel Party?
Yeah, we got Pummel Party.
Get
We
lit for
just,
Pummel Party, dude.
dude,
Have
it's
you ever
gonna
played
get.
Mario Party Sig?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a game on Steam called Pummel Party,
Uh
which is
huh.
basically like Mario Party, but it's not owned by Nintendo, and it's like very violent.
Okay.
But it's
It's the
like the
vibe.
same concept of like little mini games, and you're going around a board and stuff like that. But like the mini games are like little like
Mm,
are like much more over the top and graphic. Like you're trying to run away from this giant
yeah.
boulder that's gonna like squish you.
Yep.
And like
You
in a
play
very
Sounds
proper.
like fun.
violent and graphic manner and stuff. And it just looks like a really good time. And
Mm,
it's on sale because the Steam Summer Sale. So
yeah.
yeah, I think it's like
Okay.
ten
We actually
bucks.
tonight we're all gonna get it. Like
Gonna get it.
me and Kevin Stiffy have it, and two other friends are getting it. They should be getting it right now,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you, if like two other of our friends see us playing it, they're getting it because that's just how they are.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, download Pummel Party on Steam because it's like
Oh,
$9.87 or some shit like
Horizon.
that.
Yeah, if you get it, we'll slap you up in there too, dude. You
Yeah,
can slap.
everyone
We have
can,
no
everyone can get it.
mm,
Everyone can get it in Pummel Party, dude.
on sale, and that's where it got us.
These are
That's right.
indiscriminate hands here.
And everybody,
Everybody gonna get it. So
yeah,
yeah, get that. Just look at the
it's
summer sale. Honestly, there's a bunch of good shit at the summer sale, but we'll talk about cool sales we saw at the end.
yeah,
But I think we're gonna start talking about the stuff here, and so we kind of missed the show last week. We were all quite busy. So we're talking about some of the stuff that happened last week, and one of the things that happened was Last of Us Part 2, which was released last week, with a somewhat controversial release related to the reviews,
mm,
because the game critique reviews, or these are actually from the game critics,
yeah,
are like 94, 95, which is very high. However, the user scores are being like 45.
mm,
And so there's a huge disparity between what the user scores are and what
mm,
the actual critic scores are. Um, However, a lot of people are playing it. They like it. It is still probably the most sold game so far. They've sold over 4 million copies since
oh,
the
for sure.
release.
Oh, well, I mean, this year it's the most sold game
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
the
The
most sold
Thailand
game
part.
so far, and over 4 million copies have been sold so far. So it looks like it's still doing pretty good. It's very successful.
Mm,
However, some people are worried that reviews are going to start plummeting once more people finish the game and start developing their opinions on it and stuff.
yep.
Um, Mr.
The,
Mr. Top Hat gave us his impressions. It says the sound design and animations are amazing. The
dude, yeah.
visual and performance are very good. So I mean, yeah, it's a very pretty looking game, and it runs very well. And
Mm,
it's very good acting with the story. And to him, he says it's the best in gaming. So I haven't
yep.
played it. I've only been just hearing what people have been saying, say what they like about it, what they don't like about it, and stuff. So the only way to know is to look into it yourself and make your own opinion about it.
Yep.
But we'll see how it kind of develops and more people finish the game and what kind of reviews will trickle down from that, because I've had a lot of people saying that they really don't like the story and how they butchered the story from the first one, and some of the decisions that they made were
Mm,
a lot of people didn't like, and what have you. So it's all kind of like one of those only time will tell kind of things.
yeah.
But 4 million copies is good, so good job to Naughty Dog
For sure.
for making that money. Um, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was praised for some really cool things, like the AI is really smart, which I thought was cool. The AI is really smart. They'll actually hunt you down, and the the a lot of the one of the big selling points of the game is the more of like the realistic feel of it, and so like the
Yeah.
random enemies that you see in the game have names, and
Yep.
they'll like
They're people.
they'll talk to each other with names, because they're not just disembodied stormtroopers. They're people with names,
Yeah.
and that was the whole things they were going for. And I heard it was effective in what they did, so that's cool. Um, yeah, I think that's all I really got on Last of Us though.
I've
Um,
just I've just been trying to like really look at like everything about it because like it's like was like the this is the game I guess a lot of people were holding on to, to come out.
Oh, a lot
I
of
just
people
think it's
holding on for it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's crazy how like it got like so bombed, and I think it got bombed so early because like a bunch of big name streamers got a hit like a hold of it
Mhm.
before it even came out.
Mhm.
So like, but try not to. I'm trying not to say spoilers, but like two things happen that people don't agree with, at least from what I've seen.
Mhm.
And one of the things happens early, kind of early.
Mhm.
And I think the streamer, I know XQC did stream it, and he's one of the biggest streamers like on Twitch right now. He streamed it. He streamed the whole thing to like I think 30,000 people or more than 30,000 people, and they all saw it and they were all upset with the outcome of it. And those were a large number of them did just go straight into the
I
Metacritic and they
see.
just fucking bombed the
The
thing.
people
That's
who
why
haven't
it
actually
looked
played the
so
game,
bad.
but they actually like they
Yeah,
watch the streamer play the game in early access, and then
yeah.
okay.
And so yeah, it was just like yeah, that's one of the reasons I saw. But also in like to what Top had said too, like the game design, the graphics, and everything are like insane. Like every time I see it, every like new videos or something like that that I see now, because
Oh
before
yeah,
last week,
it's
last week,
gorgeous.
not yeah, Naughty Dog did have that thing where they didn't want any spoilers, so they cut off everything. Like if you tweeted anything, if you Instagrammed anything that had to do with not like Last of Us, it got shut down ASAP. Like it
Mhm.
was taken down like the Chinese. Like it was all over
The
it.
Chinese.
Like that's our Chinese joke for the month, guys.
There it is.
There it is. But yeah, it got taken down like all over the place. But it was like it was just like in like the graphics like I'm saying are just insane. Like and the way that you fight too is like usually when you fight like hand to hand combat type stuff, we'll say you're swinging a punch, you go to throw it at someone at an enemy, and like it just hits their hitbox. But when you're watching this game, it's like they're literally hit them in the face. Like it's crazy. I just think
Yeah.
that like if you look like the gameplay and everything is just nuts. Like
Yeah.
you're high if you don't think that this
The
is.
the immersion and like the realism with how the characters
Mhm.
move and interact with each other is really cool. That's been super cool even since the first one did that really
Mhm.
well. But yeah, looks really cool.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it to be honest. I've never been a huge Last of Us fan. I played the first one. I enjoyed it. Played through it one time. I'm like, you know what, that's a good game. I liked it. But it's not like for me. It never felt like it needed a sequel. I liked it just as it was a standalone
Yeah,
story with that
yeah.
beginning and end there. But
And that's what a
yeah,
lot of people
that's
thought
just my
too.
opinion. Yeah,
A lot of
I
people
don't know.
thought they did there.
I can't really say because maybe because I'm not a huge fan, so I wasn't really pining for a sequel. So maybe my opinion is a little skewed.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was just like I would prefer if maybe they left it alone. But
Mm.
whatever. Um, we are moving on. There's actually some pretty crazy news. So Mixer is no longer a thing.
Dead.
Mixer is dead. R.I.P. Mixer. And what the fuck, Siri? What? Get out of here. Uh, Mixer is dead, and they're actually Microsoft is going to be moving to Facebook Gaming and supporting Facebook Gaming, and no longer supporting Mixer or even making Mixer exist.
Yep.
So this is a pretty big deal, obviously, because Mixer was Microsoft's response to Twitch, and there was all these things with Mixer grabbing these big name streamers these past couple of months. So there was this idea that Mixer was eventually going to start taking off because they had all these names.
Mm.
However, I guess it really didn't, and it wasn't turning profitable enough. Not exactly
Mm.
sure where the decision stemmed from. However, they are no longer going to be supporting Mixer. Mixer's not going to be a thing anymore. And instead, Microsoft's going to put the resources that we put into Mixer and converge over into Facebook Gaming is their plan right now.
Yeah.
Um, the biggest question is what happens to the streamers that were contracted by Mixer.
Yeah. The big name streamers that
The
were.
big name
Ninja.
streamers like Ninja, Shroud, Dr. Disrespect. These guys
Mm.
are pretty much free of their contracts. Actually,
Yeah.
I
It's.
thought that their contracts would basically carry over to Facebook Gaming or whatever they were planning on doing next,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't seem the case. Um, do you wanna finish off
The
the story,
kicker,
Danny?
kicker for it is because so they signed their contract. It was for like I think like 3 years, right? The one contract that gonna have to bring up is uh, the Ninja one. He got stream. He signed. I think it was like the mid last year,
Yep.
right? Mid last year to go to Mixer, and they're like, yeah, you need to play exclusively on Mixer. You know, stream exclusively on Mixer, and he's like, fine, I'll do it. Um, and that was part of the contract. Couldn't break contract. Well, technically, since Mixer is going to Facebook now, and they can't provide Ninja to stream to Mixer anymore, Mixer broke the contract, and now they have to pay Ninja for the 3 years upfront, and I guess it came out to like 30 million. So Ninja just straight up gets his 30 million for not even. I don't know how long his
He
contract
was
was.
chilling on Mixer for less than a year. Got
Yeah, for
30
like less
million
than
out
a
of it.
year.
Went back to Twitch.
And now he hasn't officially said he's going back to Twitch, but he's going back to Twitch.
Where
Like,
else is he gonna go? Facebook
where
Gaming?
else is he gonna go? Yeah, it's crazy. But not only him, it was Shroud and it was him, Loaded, Duck Disrespect, I think was the other one, right? And like,
Yeah.
dude, it's just that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how like they that was quite the hit to like their bank account, let alone like their name. Just going
Right.
to Facebook Gaming. And I mean, and then talking about Facebook Gaming, yeah, see, even Horizon Zero, he says the same thing. He says, Ninja got paid 30 million, yeah, for streaming for a year.
Yeah, he literally streamed for
Yeah,
like a year on it.
that's crazy, man. But dude, yeah, and then when I think of Facebook Gaming, my issues with Facebook Gaming is don't anyone in chat take it to offense or anything, but like a lot of older people are playing on the Facebook Gaming, and like they're just like not like they're either really serious and they don't really troll as much, and like, you don't have like the wide variety of like players as you do on Mixer, as you would on Mixer, and as you would on like stream. And I think it's like just way more serious. And like the issue with, and another issue that I have with it is that like it's not as user streamer interactive, like whereas on my streams, I don't know if you guys have seen my streams lately, but I just started doing this thing where I have these little avatars that appear under like my gameplay and stuff. So I'm playing my game and there's little avatars and they're Dragon Ball Z characters. So if you're a follower of me, you get your own little Dragon Ball Z character that's like hanging out on my game in the middle of my game. And you don't have stuff like that you can do
Yeah.
when you're playing Facebook. You don't have like a user interaction with the streamers, and you don't have like hype trains, which are things like on Twitch where you if a bunch of people start subbing, then a hype train starts, and that if a bunch of even more people start subbing, like and you reach a certain goal for the hype train, then everybody that did sub or even the followers that are watching the stream, they get a bunch of new emotes and stuff like that are exclusive to that level of hype train. And like so there's like user interactions with the streamers and stuff like that they have
Yeah.
that you can't do on Facebook as of now.
Facebook, you only really can do now is you can type in the general in the chat to
them,
the streamer, but you can't do any of these really cool interactions that Twitch has built into their UI
Yep.
with like you said, the stream avatars and stuff like that.
Yep. You can donate, you get a top donor like badge and stuff like that, and you can like and also the last problem that I have with it too is that like your name and everything is directed towards. This was actually brought up to me by a friend, and I was like, wow, he's kind of right. Your name and everything is actually like straight. It's your Facebook that you're gonna have to be commenting and stuff like that too. It's not like just this like account on Twitch. Like it's you. Like, and I don't know if you guys or do this too, but a lot of my shit's like linked to my Facebook. So like my Instagram is like literally like right next to my Facebook and everything. So and I makes me not want to go to it. I don't know. That's just me being sketch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you would have to just make your own separate Facebook
Yeah,
for
and I have to
for
make
the
like all
channel.
the Facebook for it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
channels, for gaming.
Channel, yeah.
There is a benefit to that,
Mhm.
strangely.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh
By
yeah.
having your real profile attached to your actions, it kind of forces people to behave a little bit more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Solidifies you as a human.
Yes, even on
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, like it kind of removed the whole, not removed completely, but it puts you as a seller and as a buyer more at ease when you're selling stuff.
That's true. I'd much
versus-
rather use Facebook over Craigslist and stuff.
versus Craigslist.
Yeah.
Because you could see the person's
Yeah.
profile, be like, all right, this is a real person, and they're actually in my city.
Yeah.
And they're friends with so and so. It says, I've had people buy stuff from me that we have mutual friends on. So when we met up, I'm like, hey, what's up? Say hi to Manny for me. Like, oh, you know Manny? Yeah, it said on Facebook. There's something to that. There's something to that, and there's value to that. And as a people, we may not be ready for it yet, but
hmm
I think that has value to it.
It's a little more personal, I guess.
a little bit
Yeah.
more serious, a little bit more personal, and a little bit more. It makes people act right more. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, yeah, I think it's just more of like me right now. Like I would have an issue with it right now, but as it comes out and as I realize that, like, hey, maybe they
Hesitant.
are like taking care of myself like a little bit
Yeah.
more. They're not like yeah. I mean, maybe it would work out later. I don't know. I just would like to see what they do with it. As of right now, it's like kind of sketch to me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just me being uncomfortable, but I feel like they can do. Like Facebook is such a big name and everything, and they have so much behind it, and they have so much power. They have Instagram behind them as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
That I feel like they can do something with this. So I mean, I think it's kind of humiliating a little bit to Mixer that they're having to make this move, but it's also a good move at the same time.
Yeah.
I think the characters that they licensed and signed and grabbed out of Twitch, I think they got off easy because typically when you sign a contract like that with a company, they
Mhm.
have the right to assign your rights to somebody else. Like they could
Mhm.
sell your rights. They could
Right.
have
Yeah.
sold. They could have sold all
Oh,
those
They
contracts,
could
for
have sold
example,
to the
to
Facebook
Facebook,
or
and now they're still now they're beholden to
mhm.
yeah. That's
exclusively
why I
on
thought it
Facebook
was really
Gaming.
strange that this was happening because
Yep.
I had assumed with basically every intent that they would continue their contracts with Microsoft, but I guess their contract wasn't technically with Microsoft; it was with Mixer. I don't really know,
Hmm.
but they would continue their contract, and they would just be content creators for Microsoft on Facebook streaming. But apparently, that isn't the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not
think
exactly
the
how I
problem
don't
was
even know how
that
that happened.
I think the problem was that it was just say that the contract said that you need to stream exclusively to Mixer, and since Mixer technically just shut down, it was like
I see.
no,
Maybe that was
like,
the issue.
and yeah,
That was
that's
that was the loophole, yeah. That
yep,
they
that
had
was
to
the
stream
loophole.
directly to Mixer, and if Mixer is no
Yep,
longer a thing, then what are you gonna
mhm,
do?
yep,
Hmm.
that's crazy. But their contracts terminated. They're free agents right now.
Wow.
So
Look at these
That's
guys
weird. That's very
getting off with
bizarre.
millions of dollars.
I feel like that the contracting was like messed up. Someone dropped the ball. They were right in their
Right.
contract.
Or they could have. I mean, Microsoft could have sold Mixer to Facebook, and then it
uh,
Yeah.
carries all the contracts.
yeah, but I think Facebook wasn't really like. I think
They
that's what they
didn't want.
tried to do, but then Facebook
Oh,
like we're not gonna. We I don't know. We might not need you really. Like we're kind of just chilling. And then
right.
Mixer's like, please, please,
Please buy these contracts.
please, please.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Facebook wasn't willing to buy it, so
Yeah.
they just had to terminate them.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it might have cost them too much. They were like, we don't see the point in this.
And I don't know if this is on the punch list, but Top Hat sent me a link this morning about Microsoft closing all of its retail locations. Is that on the punch list for today?
Oh no, I
I
actually forgot to put
think
that
so.
on the
No.
punch list. But yeah,
Well, it might be related. Microsoft might be in a phase of tightening their belt at this time.
Mm,
yeah, just
I think so.
pinching pennies and
Ooh.
just making sure that nobody is or no loss of profits anywhere. I can see that.
Mm. Dang. I wonder.
But
Hmm.
who goes to a physical Microsoft store anyway? So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's
like, what do they got there?
actually I've never seen.
They
Them
got
doing
they
that.
got they got more stuff online. You just order
Yeah.
Actually, if I'm gonna be frank,
Go for it
I ended up buying a super ultra wide because I played with it on the display at the Microsoft
at
store.
the
Are
Microsoft
you
store.
kidding me?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I think I did see that. You
Yeah,
got-
they had like an Alienware one. I didn't buy an Alienware one. I bought a Samsung one, but
Mm.
I sat there. I was like, I need this in my life,
Oh
so
my
I
It's
god.
like,
ended up buying one online.
yeah, this is nice. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
Do you
this.
use it?
Yeah.
I'm using it right now. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Oh my god.
Are they
Dude.
what the ultra wide curved?
yeah, the
Yeah.
49 inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
The thing's
Oh
a
my god.
beast. The thing's like a hammock.
Wait, what is it? Like, how like large is it? Is it the ultra wide? I mean, what's the length of it?
Oh,
I'll
here we
show you
go.
right now.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Let me
We
see
get
if I
the
can-
MTV Cribs display.
Here we go. What's up?
All right.
It's a
Here we
six
go.
bedroom here.
Okay, so
So,
it's basically three
from
monitors.
there-
Yeah, it's it's like three monitors together.
Oh my
Things of
god.
it'll tell you,
But
dude.
it's one. But it's one like, it's one screen.
Yeah.
And so like when I play Borderlands, I'm playing on 5120 by 1440. It's all it's all it's all on one. You know, without the
Awesome.
lines down the middle. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's what big ass monitor. It looks like a hammock, dude. It's huge.
I know, I know. I do have a friend who has like an ultra wide. It's not as large as yours. It's like two and a half monitors long.
Huh?
One of our friends in my private Discord or whatever. He has it in he plays a bunch of space games and stuff like that on it. He plays what is it? It's not StarCraft.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. He plays Star Citizen on it, and he has like paddles, and he has the joysticks and stuff, and he's like so submersed, and he's like I love it. He's like I can't like ever not play it like this whenever I'm flying. Like he literally has it set up so that he can just be
He's like an
completely
actual
submersed.
space pilot.
Yeah, he's like I'm gonna put my helmet on and I'm gonna like go fly around. Like,
Let's go crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
funny.
there's a benefit. There is a benefit to the being able to play with them in store. Unfortunately, Microsoft is not the one that got my money. They're the ones that let me know that I need this in my
That
life.
this is a
My
product.
money, yeah.
So you went and
And
play
it-
with it. You're like, all right, let me see if I can find it online for cheaper.
Yeah.
right.
Boom.
And that's one of those products that you would never buy by just looking at it online and seeing a brochure.
Okay.
Until you're actually like using it, you're like,
Yeah.
wow, this
It's one
is
of those
very
things you gotta
immersive.
play with. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see
right.
that. I can definitely see that.
we got the display, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna be moving on to EA Play. There was some announcements with EA Play, some new game announcements. So they announced a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so this is a first-person only dogfighting game, like where you fly around in like X-wing and stuff, and you shoot Tie fighters and stuff. And uh, it is going to be a single-player campaign. They're gonna have multiplayer. And it looks pretty sick because I played Jedi Rogue Squadron, or no, not Jedi Rogue Squadron, Star Wars like I think it was called Star Wars Rogue Squadron like back on the N64, and then I got it again on like Xbox or something like that. And I always loved I love like a bunch of the Star Wars like dogfighting games and like where you can use the vehicles in Star Wars. Always super cool. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Skate 4 was announced. A lot of people are losing their shit over Skate 4 because
Oh yeah.
everyone loves Skate. Um, they said they are in early stages of development right now.
Mm.
It just Skate just so happened to announce this after
Yeah.
Tony Hawk received so
I
much
wrote
hype.
this.
What was
I
it?
wrote this as yeah. I actually wrote this part. I wrote it as an angry girlfriend. Like I just think it's funny how you want to announce Skate 4 right after we're gonna announce Tony Hawk, because that's
Oh
exactly what
yeah,
happened. Like
yeah.
Tony Hawk gets announced and there's this huge hype behind it, and then right afterwards, like it's like EA's like, yo guys, everyone get their budgets together. Everyone, how much money do we have? Can we do this? Skate 4, we're announcing it. Like that's what I literally felt like happened in the office. Like it's just crazy. Like I was so like I was like I can't believe they're gonna do this. But it's like I was always a fan of Tony Hawk over like Skate 4, so I mean that might be a little bit biased, but like that's how I wrote that. I
Mm.
wrote that in our yeah.
Oh,
So
we
you
lost
played
Sig.
both games, Danny?
I
No,
played.
I'm here. I'm just I walked away from the
Oh, okay.
from the camera.
Mhm.
You played both games, and you said you preferred
I
Tony Hawk.
I played Skate. I played Skate, and then I played Skate 2 or 3. I can't remember. And I played Tony Hawk Wasteland. I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skate 1 and 2, and I don't think there was any more Tony Hawks after that. I don't know, but I barely remember Wasteland. I only played a little bit of it because I borrowed it from a friend for a little bit, and then I gave it back to him. Like
I was
didn't play it
never a
that much.
huge Tony Hawk
Mhm.
skate or skateboard game fan, whatever. But
Mhm.
I liked them when I played them. I played the Tony Hawk ones. I don't think I've ever actually
Yeah.
played Skate.
Mhm. My thing with what I also wrote with this is or what I like really found out was Skate 4. Like so they announced their Skate 4 thing, and they released a little bit of trailers for it, and they talked about it a little bit. I didn't really listen to anything that they said about it for the EA Play, but I know that a couple hours later, like 6-7 hours later, 100 Thieves announced that they have a coach and half of a roster for the Skate team, because apparently Skate is doing a competitive scene. They're doing competitions, and they're going to be doing like I guess like some sort of competitions with that, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of dumb.
You think it's dumb to
Uh,
do competitive
I think it's
on
dumb to do
Skate?
competitive like that level competitive on Skate. Like you can have like a couple ranked matches and stuff like that. You can play against other people, like see who can get the higher score in a certain amount of time, or
Hmm.
see who can like get the farthest without like landing on the ground, type stuff, like how those game modes are, but like
Yeah.
to have like a competitive scene and have like a pro tournaments or tourneys, like that against other players and stuff, I think it's kind of dumb. I feel like that takes away from what like the genre really was, which was like I think I said it before on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skate when they announced it. I was like, I really want them to do stupid stuff. I want them to allow me to do stupid things like wear lobster skin while I'm skating, or have a hoverboard instead of like an actual skateboard while I'm playing. And like I feel like that's what they should go for. But I
Mm.
guess skate's always been a little bit different from Tony Hawk in that sense. But
Yeah.
I really think it's dumb for them to do that to like go for a tournament more, your competitive scene, I guess, because like I feel like they're gonna be focusing more on that than they are of like the game, like the gameplay and stuff. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it
you know,
seems a little weird. I see what you're saying, but because I'm not part of the skate community, so I can't really say for sure whether or not there are people who would want that. And I think it might end up being a thing. I don't know if it's going to
yeah,
be a very popular competitive scene out there,
yeah,
compared to
yeah,
like Fortnite or Call of Duty or other
yeah.
like
Like
fighting
Rocket League or
games or
something.
whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be that big, but
Do you hold the
I think
same
it'll be successful
opinion?
in its own right.
Do you have the hold the same opinion for competitive scene on Skate versus Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. That was one of the things. Yeah, for sure. That's one of the things I said. I was like, I really hope that they don't really like focus too much on ranked or like
Or a
like
competitive scene.
yeah, more of
Okay,
a like scene that they hold it like just for its arcade style that it is like
I see.
how
Just keep it
it
more
goes.
of
It's
like
I
an
really
it's
arcade,
interesting
just
you say
fun
that
game.
because some of the most competitive and where people really took it seriously back when we played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 back in my college days in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Hmm.
Um, was the score. Like we were like really
yeah.
competing, and like there'd be a party going on, and everybody would stop when somebody's about to put up a new high score. Like
Mhm.
once they break a million, usually everybody stops. Like even
Yeah,
you turn down the music, they're like, yo, turn that down.
It's
Like
just like
like it's a
everything just
legit
stops
full
bustling.
blown
Like,
party. Everybody's watching a potential new high score. And
uh,
unlike the Olympics or where you have human judges, like
mhm.
a trick has a value, a score
Yep,
assigned to it,
it's true.
and your
exactly.
timing has got to be spot on. Bam, bam. And you can take the easy grind or you can take the hard grind.
Yeah,
And I think there could be something to that. I think there's potential to that. I don't know. I don't like. I'm with you, Captain. I don't know how big the market is for that, but at that time in my life, that was very intriguing,
yeah.
man.
That's what I
Like,
think. I think it's very big for some people, and because it's so big for some people, I can see it as being successful in a competitive scene.
that's
I can see
interesting.
it, but like see, I can see it. That's what I'm saying. I can see it for ranked, like ranked play. I'm totally
Yeah.
cool. If I want to play against someone that like is really as good as me, and like we're playing against them and see who can get the higher
But
score.
you're
Like
saying
yeah,
like
it'd be fun, I
land
think.
competitions of
But
people
yeah,
like meeting and
they're
being a
trying to
huge
just have like
thing.
competitions, like as in they have a team going together. 100 Thieves is the ones who announced it immediately. I don't
I
know if any
see.
other companies or any other orgs said that they're going to putting together a team, but they actually even said that they had a coach. As far as saying having a coach,
That's
which
true.
I was like,
They
wow,
have a coach
okay.
for a game that's not out yet.
Yeah, Coach for a game is not out yet. I mean, it's not the first time that's happened because here we are. You actually had tournaments in Valorant, like that was
Yeah.
a beta. We had a
It's
couple
true.
tournaments in beta, like
It's true.
Valorant beta. But yeah, like it's
And I think it's black. It's you shouldn't be playing that game sober anyway. I think you either need to be on some weed,
yeah, uh
you
huh,
need to smoke something or drink something before you play. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
yeah.
That run don't count.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the opposite. Like for the tournament, it's gonna be like drug test required, but like you have to like pass like positive.
You have to have a
yeah,
minimum
Conquer.
a minimum level of some
Oh,
sort of
hold up! You're completely
substance.
sober. Get the fuck out of here.
DQ'd.
Yeah, right.
Go back. Go to the bar. Come back in like an hour.
There you go.
That'd
Oh
be
my
funny.
Or a
Um,
score multiplier based on your blood alcohol
yeah,
content.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Get a
Sorry.
multiplier.
It's like,
oh my god.
yo, this guy's blowing crazy numbers right now. So let's go ahead and add that as a multiplier. That's how it'll be. Just whatever you blow in the breathalyzer will be a multiplier to your score.
French toast. We're talking
Boom.
about the skate and this talking about skate and Tony Hawk games that are coming out. Like you don't play those games sober. like
Yeah, you don't play skate sober.
But like that's what I'm saying though. Like that genre was definitely towards an arcade, like play fun style.
Right.
Like it was
Right. Right.
serious. Like that's how you know you
Right.
could just have a couple of drinks and play
It's
that
true. You
stupid
were.
game.
It was at a party when in your example
It was
too.
always
Yeah,
it was
Yeah.
always at a
So
party.
always have a good
skates
feel
is like
good
one of those games.
dude.
I don't know, man.
That's
I don't really know. Uh, but I personally think it might end up becoming a thing, but it'll just kind of be its own little niche in the competitive scene. over off to the side like us Smash Bros. People. Just off in the
A
fucking
5K
corner.
payout.
So
A
just doing our own fucking thing. So that's what I think. It'll be something like that. But yeah, cool. So EA Play, we just talked about Squadron, the Star Wars Jedi Squadron, or I just
Oh
keep
yeah,
saying
no
Jedi
hype for
Squadron,
Squadron.
Star
If
Wars
you think I'm
Squadron.
not like,
I'm super hyped for Squadrons.
yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm down with that. And then we had
People
Skate 4
people are
announcement.
super people are super sketchy because it is like first person only. Which I mean, I I know I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna do god awful, and I feel like these are the type of games that Captain Safety's gonna dust me in. And I know one of my other friends is just absolutely gonna just annihilate me because I'm used to that third person. But like, dude, I'm like still gonna get it because like the just it just looks sick, and I know that if I take out one or two people, I'm gonna get hyped by myself. I don't care. Like, I'm super hyped for the game. And I think they also announced that they're not doing any of those microtransactions or anything. Um, like they're not doing any of the. They immediately announced it, like that they're not going to be doing any of the microtransactions or stuff that they did for the other Star Wars games.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Mm,
That's the EA kind of learned their lesson with Battlefront 2 after they
yeah,
got like absolutely shit on
like not again,
by
not again.
everybody. And then with Jedi Fallen Order, they did it right, no microtransactions. So it looks like they're going to keep that going, so that's cool.
We have
Um,
some new viewers hop on.
didn't we have some new viewers hop on? We
French toast
did.
is
We got our boy French Toast in the chat. What's up, French Toast?
What's up?
Mitch, my
We want
boy.
And if you're lurking, and if you haven't followed us, hit that follow. We'll buy you we'll buy you what game was that? Pummel, bro.
Pummel Party. Pummel
Pummel
Party.
Party.
in there.
Hit that follow. You get a we'll pick up that summer Steam sale. That Pummel
Oh,
Party
here
for
you go.
Hit that follow.
We'll do like a giveaway or something for you guys.
Yep.
What is playing in the background right now? Fuck out of here. All right. Hit it follow and get Pummel Party.
Get pummeled by us because I'm telling you, I'm
Get
coming
on
for it.
Pummel Party
You're tripping if you
for
think I'll
free.
smash you.
Out of our pockets. Because you should watch us. Oh, sorry. Please continue to stream. I'm just. Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I was gonna open up the image and then bam. All right. Here we go. Talk about Marvel's Avengers and how it's going to I don't know exist. So Marvel Avengers gameplay was shown off, and
Yeah, they did.
I don't have a strong opinion about this game. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not. I'm not an Avengers hater or anything like that. It's not I have any hate against like superheroes and shit. The comic books are cool. It's just that the gameplay itself does not strike me as amazing, and maybe it's just because I'm a very cautious critique of video games, and I would just. But I have a gut feeling, man. This is the same feeling I had with Anthem, and the same feeling I had with Fallout 76, and I was right about both of them. So you know what? This game's gonna suck.
I want to see.
This game is gonna suck. All right, so they showed some gameplay, right? But like, first of all, it looks amazing. It's very pretty looking. I personally like the designs. I heard a lot of people have been shitting on like Thor and Captain America. They think it looks goofy. I like it. I think it's cool.
They showed the gameplay like a while ago, right? And then they showed more gameplay yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
So more gameplay, yeah. So we're just talking about this here.
So we have some gameplay and stuff. And it looks very repetitive and not even in a fun way.
Yeah.
It looks very repetitive. Like just from what they were showing in their 3-minute video, it looks repetitive. Like for example, and this is just me just spitballing how the game is going to be played, right? So you pick one of the characters, right? The character is going to have some basic attacks, and it's going to be like 2-3 hit combo, right? So like we saw that when we saw the Thor gameplay and the Hulk gameplay, because they were going up, and the Hulk was literally just going like right hook, left hook, smash the ground, and that was like that's all he did until he got his ability, and that's what I'm gonna get to next. So it's gonna be like you have your basic attacks, and then you have your ability on cooldown, which will be some kind of more specific attack to your character. It'll be like, Thor like shooting a lightning bolt, or it'll be like Hulk, slamming the ground and making a big earthquake or something like that. Okay, that's what's gonna be, and then the whole replayability in it is going to be playing the same missions over and over again to try and get these different customization options for your abilities.
Mhm.
Same thing they did with Anthem, um,
Yeah.
which was very underwhelming. Anthem's loot was very underwhelming. Now this isn't technically a looter shooter, so maybe it'll
Yeah.
work a little bit better. But I think generally the repetitiveness of the way it looks, I don't think it's going to be novel enough to actually play for a long time.
Gee.
Is what I think. I think it's just going to. I think it'll probably be cool when you like if you first pick it up. It'll probably feel really cool. It'll be really cool. You'll have a good time for the first couple of days, and then once you start getting into more of the monotony of it, after you get through that first initial like wow, it's I don't think it's going to be great. But that's just me just taking the opportunity for a trailer release to just shit on a game that hasn't even come out yet because I'm just a cynic, I guess. But personally, I just don't think it's going to be good. And if you're watching it now, you heard it here first, folks. Also, if you watched our stream like 2 years ago, you would hear me say that Fallout 76 was going to suck too, before everyone else did. So you know, I know what I'm talking about, kinda. This is a gut feeling. I don't really have
Dude,
anything
You're
in it,
probably
but
you're probably gonna be right, but I want it to be good because
I
I
mean,
want to
yeah,
play
we
with
want it
my
to be
kid.
good, of
I
course.
want this to be good because and I and if it's really simple and elementary, it makes it even it lowers it even
Yep.
for my kids because they
Yeah,
love watching the Marvel movies now.
Mhm.
And if they can play as some of their
yeah.
characters, like my daughter's favorite character is Black Panther, which I don't think he's in this
Mhm.
game.
No, but they're
I
gonna
don't
be
think he's in.
adding more
Yeah,
Avengers and stuff
Mhm.
as the game goes on. Is the intent.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
I think the issue with Black Panther is he's not an Avenger. Not really.
yeah. That's true.
But they didn't
That's
really
true.
throw him
oh
in
yeah,
as like
technically
he's
is an
gonna be DLC.
Avenger. No, yeah,
Gonna be part of the not like Avengers DLC. But one of the I'm a huge Marvel fan. Like I love Marvel. And I'm an even bigger Spider-Man fan. So of course I want to see Spider-Man in this game. But that's probably going to be having an issue with rights and whatnot.
yeah. That's not
But
gonna happen.
I mean, I did see the previous gameplay and I saw the gameplay yesterday, and it just like he says, like this is the problem that I have with Square Enix is sometimes I feel like they just don't care, like, and they just do make it a button mash type of game where all you have to do you can literally press square for the entire game and you'll win. Like, and I hate that. And like because I can only like the last game that I let myself buy from Square Enix was Kingdom Hearts, and I can tell you that you could win that game by just pressing square. Like you can, that's all you need. And I hate that they do this sometimes. Like and like the visuals and everything are great. Like it's really good, but like just the gameplay of it is just too. It's just too like childish or simple. Like it's just nothing. And it's basically going to be like another Anthem. And I'm I'm one of the people who's upset that they didn't decide to go with the FPS one that I think it's THC or THQ or whatever or TCH whatever that company is TCH TQ THQ something like that. That
THQ
company,
Nordic.
yeah, is that it? I think the one, yeah, they originally were the ones who decided to do yeah, THQ Nordic. They're the ones who decided they were going to do the
An Avengers game.
yeah, Marvel wanted to do an Avengers game. THQ was like, okay, well, we're going to do a first person shooter style of it. And, like I talked about this, I think, like 2, 3 podcasts ago or something like that. And they released their pre alpha gameplay of it, like that week. And it looked great. And it looked like you had many options. You have to just play better. Whereas this, you have to like lock on to like dumb characters. And you can literally press forward and press the square button and you'll lock onto someone eventually and you'll kill them. And one of the things that was really frustrating me too was like, they have the I don't even know what you would call it, but like the constant animations where like you press X X and then you get a finisher, and like even the dude who was playing the game was obviously not that great at the game because he kept getting caught by like the enemy's like constant X X X combo, and just kept getting he kept getting hit by this finisher thing, and it was super annoying. And like whenever he got hit too, there was like a 2-second CC chain that he would get hit with, so he wouldn't be able to move. And like I was already getting frustrated watching it. I was like, I can't play this game. I'm not gonna get this game. I can't do it because I would be frustrated to just sit down or walk down by like my character getting hit once and he decides to backstep 4 or 5 times.
He's like, oh my god.
He's like, ooh, and then he gets hit and then he gets stumbling, and it's like that's frustrating for me. So I'm like, I really hope that like the storyline really justifies the play.
Yeah. I mean, this there was a story in the trailer. It looked kind of cool. It was supposed to be its own standalone story. I think it's a whole new villain. I don't think this villain exists in the Marvel universe.
Mhm.
Um, it, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I
But
don't
Is
have
it
Iron.
is
I
that
could
a prerequisite?
what?
Like, can can a game be universally accepted and liked despite having simplistic mechanics?
Oh yeah, that's. I'm
Uh,
sorry, I was
I
reaching. I was
guess
reaching.
it depends if there is a higher ceiling. I would. I guess that's my opinion. For example, Fortnite and
Hmm.
Smash Bros. They're both very. Fortnite's a little complicated, I guess, but
Oh,
generally they're very simple in concept, and the layout of the controls and stuff it should be very accessible for most people. However, the skill ceiling for both of those examples is very high. And I
okay.
think that's what sets it apart as being a game that people can keep coming back to because it's really easy to get into, but you can still like always get better at it.
Okay.
Whereas this is going to be a PVE game first of all, so
This it
there's
has a
not
low
going to be
ceiling.
there's
Mm,
not going to be you're not going to be playing against other players, and you're not
mm,
going to really need to better yourself all that much.
yeah,
And it's going to be mission based, from what I understand.
yeah,
And so it'll basically just be like you're in a queuing up your matchmaking screen. You pick the Avenger that you want to play as, and then you'll get queued up in a party of 5 with a bunch of other people or something like that, and then you'll go into a mission, and the mission will be very linear, and the only real difference in the mission will probably be the character that you're playing has a different role in each mission, but is from what I understand that's what it looks like, which sounds like a cool premise, but I just see it getting repetitive.
yeah.
And maybe they could make it work if, maybe if it wasn't like a full price game, or maybe if it was like um, maybe if like even like maybe it was even a subscription based game, so they would have not only would they have a reason to keep adding content to it at a regular schedule so that it doesn't get old.
Mm,
Um,
Well, I think you hit on some good points there when you mentioned although the controls can be simplistic, but the ceiling should be high. Like
mhm.
Mario, uh,
Right,
OG
exactly.
Mario World. I mean, it's two buttons.
It's two buttons. You
It's
got run and jump and crouch, and
mm,
that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
but the ceiling to beat the game, you have to play it, and you got to get good to play
mm,
it,
Yeah.
to beat it, and the story is good. So yeah, okay, I agree with you there. That's a good way
Yeah. Now,
to wrap
granted,
that
I
up.
don't want this game to flop.
yeah.
That's just I see it from a purely gameplay perspective. I don't see it having a long lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's where I'm at
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
If it was if it was open worlds, maybe it'd be a little bit more to it. But
Yeah.
if it's being just mission based and stuff, I could just see it getting uh, just repetitive.
Even if it was
Um,
like half open world, I would like it. Like if you were Iron Man and you could fly around for a bit and to go to a mission point, and then it takes you to a different world or something.
mm-hmm.
About it. But no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it does good. Just I hope I'm wrong because I like Marvel.
Yeah. You want to see it good. We don't want to see games suck on this channel.
Yeah.
We're
Like,
just cynical, but we don't want to see it suck.
and if we're bashing a company, it's because we want you to get better. We're
Yeah.
like the dad,
Just get better.
you know, like that
Just do
angry
better.
dad.
That's all. Yeah.
You only scored one goal in today. I want to see two next time.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. um. All right. So we're gonna be moving on along. Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed to November 19th.
Again.
Uh. So it's been delayed again. It was originally coming out September 17th. I guess they just want to make sure it's done. Is the whole idea? They're not gonna beat around the bush. They're just like, we need more time because we want it to be right. And
Yep.
I understand that. So at least they're not gonna like release a not done game and then try and patch it over months
Yeah.
afterwards. I know CD Projekt Red is better than that, and so
Yeah.
that's why they're not doing it. So I'm glad
Well,
I'm glad they're doing this.
yeah. I'm not against that either. I mean, rather them like take their time pushing it out or like getting it out rather than like forcing their developers or whatever like to cut corners somewhere or like stress out and make little mistakes and stuff like that.
Right? Yeah. There was so CD Projekt Red has streamed more of the gameplay over the week. So go ahead
Okay.
and check out CD Projekt Red's page to go and look at the streams for yourselves because they are really cool. This game
Awesome.
still looks amazing.
Yeah.
Um, there was an event called Night City Wire, which it's kind of the City Project kind of gave more details about the game, and there was even more about it. Actually, there was a
Mm.
Netflix anime that was announced for Cyberpunk 2077. Um,
Yep.
Probably won't be coming out until 2022.
Yep.
However, that was announced, so CD Projekt Red just kind of killing it.
I think.
And I like how both of their franchises have Netflix adaptations. Like, cause
Yeah.
they're
Right.
a two franchise company. You aware of that?
Right. You
Cyberpunk
know.
and The Witcher.
Yeah.
But they're both
Right.
fire.
Yes. Right. That's crazy. Like, if you haven't seen The Witcher, the show, you guys need to watch it. It
Yeah, The
came out
Witcher
really
was really
well.
cool.
Like, it is great.
And
Like,
people really liked it.
yeah, and I really hope that they do that with this too. Like, because sometimes when you make a game and do like an anime, it kind of sucks. But it is weird that this one's gonna be an anime too, and I feel like they, with Netflix budgeting and stuff like that, they could have made it like, you know, what's it called? The live action one. They could make it like a live action one if they wanted to. I feel like,
Yeah,
but they're making it an anime, which is weird.
it is. It is weird.
But still, I hope it does really good.
Maybe it's just easier on production, I guess.
And I'm for sure gonna watch it. But it's not coming out till 2022, which is, it's not for a little bit, not for a little tad bit.
Not for a minute, you know.
Yeah, not for a little schmin.
Um, yeah, I really want to play that game. Okay. There was some new Smash Bros. DLC kind of finally came out after a while. The character is Min Min from ARMS. Oh, you don't know what ARMS is? Oh, don't worry, no one does. Um, no,
Don't worry, nobody did.
no, people know what ARMS is. So ARMS was a game that came out on the Switch. I'm pretty sure it was an exclusive Switch game, where basically it's kind of like how you see in the image here, where it's kind of like a 3D fighting game, but everyone had like these spring-loaded rocket socket robot punching hands. So it's
Mm,
like think of like Looney Tunes where you have like a spring-loaded like boxing glove.
mm,
Like punch people and stuff like
yep.
that. That's basically what these people use. And so I guess the character is gonna be one of those characters who has like a springy boxing glove hands, and they're
Is it on PTS? Like,
gonna be beating asses from across the stage.
is there like a playtest or anything like that they do first? Like, is there like,
No, they announce it, and then usually Sakurai, the developer, will have like a 1 or 2 minute video where he'll go over like the different abilities and quirks that the character has, and then usually the character comes out shortly after that.
okay,
But yeah, there's no like early play tests or anything like that. It's just they release like they release like 1 minute video showing like some vague stuff about it, and then Sakurai will come out and do a little bit longer video going a little bit more detail about it,
mm.
and then it comes out. So that's all I really get. I don't really give a shit about this character though. So yeah, like is not a cool character to me, so I don't care.
Yeah,
Like
doesn't look that
Joker was
interesting.
a cool character. He has a black trench coat and uses a gun and a knife, and I'm like, that's cool. But I'm not into this. So
Mm.
disregard. Um, so there was a lot of bullcrap that was going on about everything, and oh yeah, we never actually talked about all the allegations. We kind of glossed over that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, oof.
Oof,
Okay, yep.
oof, oof, big oof. Okay, well we got to talk
Yo.
about that actually. So if you
Mm.
haven't heard, there has been a huge amount of sexual harassment allegations and controversies around tons of people in the gaming industry. You have people high up in different companies, Twitch streamers, Twitch moderators, Twitch affiliates. You
Mm.
have people at talent agencies. Like these people who recruit content creators or streamers in order
Mm.
to be their managers. So like these talent management agencies.
Mm.
So tons of allegations against these people, and it's kind of like
Yep.
started this like movement where a bunch of mostly women are coming out and saying, sharing their stories about how they were harassed in some way or another.
You
Um,
treated her abused or something,
yeah, in the in the industry, and to just give you a way to conceptualize how many of allegations there are right now. This was a spreadsheet that was actually let me maximize it. So this was a spreadsheet that was made by a random Twitter user who has compiled a bunch of the allegations and stuff that she has seen and opened this spreadsheet so that people can actually put
Mm-hmm.
in the stuff themselves. So you have like the accused social's name, their IRL name, who they work with or what they do, the accusation, and then the response of the accuser, or yeah, a response of the accused. Sorry. And so just to give you just an idea, just I'm just kind of scroll through this, and you can just kind of see like what is going on here. So all of these tiles, these rows here, are from uh, mostly women in the gaming industry, whether they're streamers, whether they work at a specific company, whether they're content creators, whatever. And they're sharing their stories on here with links and descriptions and all that. So, um, it, it's been a lot of shit going on in here. So you have some people have been stepping down, some people have been going dark on social media and stuff. Um, and there's a lot of controversy around it now too because there's some it I don't want to get too political about it, but it kind of goes back into the whole Me Too movement, and you have one side of thing where it's saying like these people are creating this situation so they can smear somebody else and boost themselves, or there are also the people who are just like these actual are prevalent issues and need to be addressed, and the only way they will be addressed is if they are made public and people make a big deal about it. Um, so that's kind of what's been going on in that sphere. Um, it's not it's not great news.
Yeah, it's
No
kind
one
of.
wants to hear that a bunch of your favorite streamers stuff is a
Yeah,
predator. Um,
yeah.
but I think the real problem with going about this right now is just there's just so many allegations, and I feel like there might be some less legitimate ones mixed in with the more legitimate ones, and it just because there's just so many, it's kind of everything's just getting drowned out with just this flood. And
Mhm.
I for a lot of them, I don't really see anything happening to a particular person because like you'll see like actually on it right now, a lot of the accused social name's anonymous, the IRL name is anonymous, their job and sponsors anonymous and stuff because they
Yeah.
basically because these people work for them and they feel like the job is on the line. That totally makes sense,
Yeah.
but also it doesn't necessarily help the cause in terms of getting the right person in trouble.
Mhm.
All it does is kind of create traction for it.
I mean,
So
I guess it
this
kind of.
is I mean, I guess it helps a trend.
Yeah, it helps the trend. I guess it helps like the for big name companies. Like I know, some people said like anonymously that they were felt like they were racially profiled against and like in Mixer and like or by Mixer by their like CEOs or something like that. I know I
Hmm.
saw one like that, and like that immediately afterwards Mixer was like we're gonna definitely look into this because this isn't okay. So I mean it
Yeah,
does raise a little bit of awareness like that.
yeah,
Like they
yeah,
like.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, even if it's anonymous and stuff, if they're saying that like there
Mm,
are accusations against somebody,
yeah.
somebody working at Twitch, using
Mm,
his position, then it like yeah, it would make sense that it would gain that kind of trending and
mm,
something might happen, like some kind of internal review or whatever. But
mm,
I think it's more of just to address the social aspects of the gaming community in general, and how the gaming community. And this has been like kind of a hashed up topic for a little while now. The gaming
mm,
community is not accepting to women um, or respectful, and
mm,
so it's not. It hasn't been a safe place for women. Is
yeah.
has been the and I want to believe it, and like and to be completely frank, I've been in games myself, in public lobbies, like you have too, where just like we're just in there, just talking with some random people, and then one woman comes in and makes herself known, and then everyone
Oh
starts
yeah.
getting shitty, like
Yeah.
immediately. And
Yep.
like I'm not saying that's everybody, because like my friends and
Yeah.
I don't act like that, but they do
Yeah.
exist. They literally do exist.
Yeah.
So you can't really say whether or not a lot of the stuff is real or not real and stuff. And I think the best course of action right now for the community in general is to look at what is being said, take it, and be better about it.
Yeah.
Because they do exist. There are those shitty people out there. Like literally, I remember playing in high school, playing Call of Duty. One girl would come in, and then you hear tons of jokes like, "Ha ha ha, make me a sandwich, do
Yeah.
this for me, get in the kitchen, blah blah blah." And that's just the tame stuff that I can say on live stream. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because we're talking about Call of Duty, matchmaking. These
Yeah.
guys are not mincing words. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that has been what's kind of trending as far as the social
Mhm.
aspects of
Yeah.
the gaming community, and whether we'll be seeing some changes is kind of hard to say right now. I
Yep.
think over the next couple weeks we're going to start seeing just more people coming out, and then more people stepping down from certain positions, or more people coming out with public apologies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of these people have been making their own public apologies or public responses. A lot of them are actually being like, "Yeah, I did that. I shouldn't have done that." Um,
Mhm.
but also a lot of them are dismissal. So it's kind of hard to tell who to believe. So
Yeah.
only time will tell when it comes to what's going to happen with these people.
Yeah. Just hopefully these companies do the right things, and
Yeah.
like they find out like these at least anonymous things. They do end up leading to something like that's good.
Yeah, definitely. Like, guys, I'm all for being shitty online. I'm all for talking shit. I'm all for having a good time. But you know, don't don't creep on people that don't want to be creeped on, and don't.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that you should know better. You should just know better.
Right. Yeah. No matter who you are, it's still like okay, not okay.
Yeah,
Even big name
it's
streamers
it's
are
not
like
okay.
talking
So,
like yeah.
and if you are
Oh,
one of those people, you should be ashamed of yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that out of the way. And the reason we had to circle back to that was actually going to be one of the bigger headliner stuff, but I just totally
Mhm.
glossed over. I forgot. Um, but we're going to talk more about some little more controversial news about another person prevalent in the community, and that is this
Mhm.
guy Symphony. I'm gonna let Danny talk about this one.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So a COD player. I mean, he's a COD player. He's a former H1Z1 player. H1Z1 was probably one of the battle royales before PUBG and Call of Duty, or before PUBG, Call of Duty, and Fortnite. It had that same thing. That same battle royale type stuff. The guy's name's Symphony, and he's also currently signed with NRG, the org, esports, esports org. There's a lot of videos going around Reddit and like Twitter and stuff like that, like saying that he's cheating and whatnot.
Yeah,
That he's cheating and whatnot. You see it around IG, you see it on Twitter, you see it on the Reddit. It's the bunch of videos of him playing Warzone, and some of it looked really sketch. It looked really suspicious, like the really suspicious. The videos going around. It's one of the videos that I saw is
trying to
him
find it
jumping
right
on top of
now.
a building. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. He's jumping on top of a building. He goes, stands on top of it, and he sees a guy hanging out by like behind, kind of like to the side of a building, and he shoots him and kills him, and immediately snaps towards like a wall, like of nothing, like kills the dude, and like shoots like 30 degrees more than maybe 130, like 50 degrees to his right, starts shooting at a wall, and then he reloads and he just runs into this like into this like canister kind of thing inside of the back of a truck, a U-Haul kind of truck, and he starts like shooting in it, and he finds a guy in there, and like it's like, dude, what? How did you like know that was happening? What the hell? And then there's other videos of him like shooting at someone who's on top of a crane, and like as soon as he gets the kill, like instantly he just snaps over like 90 degrees to his right and starts shooting into the air. And it's like, this looks so weird. Like it looks so
It's
sketchy,
very sus.
and it's so suspicious. It's just like, it's crazy.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
the video.
Um, and I mean, I think we can probably if we can throw the clip up here. Yeah. This is, I think, one of them. Like, yeah, this is like one of the canister ones. Like you can
All
see.
right, so yeah, this is just the video that esports talk just posted up, and just kind of
Mhm.
fast forward to where it was. So you can see him like shooting at this guy, right? Right.
Yeah,
It just
and then
snaps immediately to the building and shooting at the truck. And you're like, okay, let's look inside. Oh, there's a guy inside the truck. Oh man,
just
look,
so happened to
I'm
be
so
a
amazing.
guy.
I just knew with my third eye psychic vision that someone's gonna be inside the truck. And so I'm sorry, get out of here. This esports talk. I don't really know who you are. So anyway,
Yeah, I don't
the
either, but
that was just one of the videos. There was also some other ones, like you said, with him just like him just shooting at some dude and then just snapping over to like the sky and shooting this dude out the
yeah, you
sky,
for shooting
and like
away. It's so
immediately
weird.
it was like it's pretty suspect, man. You know, and everyone and there's some people just like, no, no, he's not cheating,
Yeah,
and Symphony himself is like, no, I'm not cheating. That's
like
just
that's
how
just
I
how I play.
play. I just play like I'm on fucking crack, and
Yep. Mhm.
so
But I did right here that like the real kicker for this story is NRG like addressing the allegations. They go on a twit longer and they're like, NRG the organization did tweet on this and they're like, hey, they captioned it. They captioned, they tagged Symphony in there and they're like about Symphony, and the aimbot allegations. And you click on the link and for the twit longer, and usually twit longer is made so for people who have like really long explanations on something. That's usually where all these allegations were coming from, um, about
mm,
the those harassment ones that we talked about just recently. And like but you click on the twit longer and like all of like the company wrote was "Get good, kid," like which was just
yeah,
hilarious. Like for a company organization
yeah.
to back the player like that hard, like it's just
That was the official response of NRG from
mm,
to all the people complaining on Twitter, and it was just like this link to a Google file and or like a document, and so everyone's
mm,
like thought it was gonna be like this long drawn out
yep.
a letter or apology, and the whole thing after they opened up the document was just get good, kid.
That's
So
pretty funny.
that was pretty funny, yeah,
Um,
to trolling people.
What's the
um,
exploit? What's the exploit that would have allowed someone to cheat by knowing where their opponent is?
Just aimbots.
oh, I mean aimbotting. It's like yeah, aimbotting, and I mean, there's a bunch of scripts that you
I'm
can
sure
play.
there's plenty of different kinds of scripts. The most common would be some form of aimbot
Some aimbot.
where when you aim, like when you push the aim button, it'll automatically snap to the nearest
Something.
target.
Yep.
I got okay. So
So that's why that's what it looks like. What happened
because it
because he
started
was
shooting
shooting
at the
at some
truck.
guy,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he immediately aimed over and started shooting bullets into the truck and into the building.
It
Okay,
And
literally,
like,
and that's
but
how they
like
spell
you can
that.
clearly see in the video, you can't see anything.
right.
And
Okay.
this was live. This was during a tournament that he did this. And so a lot of people are just like, "That's absolutely cheating. What the hell? Why is this guy not getting in trouble?"
Yeah.
But then
And
there's
people.
there's also himself and
Mhm.
the company that represents him just being like, "No, he's not
Yeah.
cheating. Just get good." So
A bunch of it kind of really came to light too because a bunch of pro players were like, I'm not playing another tournament with this guy unless an investigation is done against him. This
hmm
is insane.
yeah,
It shouldn't be allowed.
so a lot of people
Um,
just getting pissed about it.
and going towards like that kind of too. So Call of Duty's kind of turning the cheek on this. I think. There's an input called the Cronus Max that's out right now.
This is a
It's actually
separate
been out
story,
for
by
a
the way.
while. Been out for a while. Me had not known about it, but it's a thing. It's an input that you put for the controllers. And it should
Let's
be
look at
getting
it.
banned from lands. It's actually
Cronus Max. Let's see if I can pull up a
going to be getting
picture of
banned
it.
from lands. Because recently someone exposed on how it could be used for cheating. So the Cronus Max, this is it right here. It's an input. It's basically a like you plug your controller into it, and you plug that into the PC or not the PC, into the PlayStation, into the PC, into the Xbox or whatever it is. So the issue, though, how these came to be was you would go to like a LAN or something like that, which is there's a bunch of PlayStations, there's a bunch of Xboxes all around, and people would bring their own controllers and stuff like that, and they would have issues connecting their controllers to the PlayStation because they turn on their controller and they try and sync it to the PlayStation, but it would capture the PlayStation that's 4 stations down, 4 gaming stations down. So it would like interfere and it would like play it would interrupt other people's games and stuff like that. So what they did is they had this little input that you can plug in your controller and you can plug it directly into the PC or you can plug it directly into the PlayStation or something like that to help so it's not messing with all the other PlayStations or other like
Yeah.
gaming stations all over the place.
Basically, it's a
Um,
third-party device that assisted with connecting controllers and
Yeah,
different
exactly.
controllers to consoles.
Yep, and so it was used for a while, but I guess they got a newer version. They could, continue making newer versions, better versions, versions that reduce the amount of time for reactions, stuff like that. And now I guess there's a script that you can write in the newest one to reduce recoil on your controllers when you're playing shooters. So players are immediately going to be as of right now. I think Call of Duty is the one where it really got exposed on. I think they're kind of turning the cheek on this, and they're not like with it. They're not like really bringing it up. They're just like we'll kind of deal with that later.
Yeah.
We'll not allow it when it goes to lands and stuff. But it's kind of like something that the PC and the PlayStation doesn't recognize. It recognizes it as the controller. So the PlayStation thinks that the controller is literally doing the work, but really it's this little device that's doing the work. And people are kind of just like over, looking at and turning the cheek on it, like I'm saying, is because like if they were to ban this, then a lot of games wouldn't be allowed to continue to play. Like a lot of people wouldn't be allowed to do Call of Duty tournaments. A lot of people wouldn't be allowed to, have like Fortnite tournaments and stuff like that anymore online, which is where everything's being now because of the whole COVID situation.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just kind of like it's kind of people, don't really want to bring it up, but it's kind of out there, and like that's why you probably aren't seeing a lot of news on it because if it does get out, like it's gonna halt all the online comp games that are going out. I mean, there is a video on Reddit of like there's a couple videos on Reddit of people playing with it, and it definitely like is it's insane. It's
I
like
mean,
it should
yeah,
be.
it
It's
it removes the recoil from your gun.
yeah, it's crazy. Like in all guns, it's not just like one or two guns.
Yeah,
It just reduces
there's
the recoil,
just
which
no spread. You just
yeah.
it's a laser
So it's
beam.
just you pointing one spot and you're getting the shots off, which is
Yeah.
nuts. Like I think that's I don't know. This is crazy that they're just trying to turn the cheek on this, but I still kind of understand that they're doing it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole reason is why they're kind of turning the cheek on it is because it for in terms of tournaments, unless they're like physically in a tournament together, which isn't really happening right now because of social
Yeah.
distancing, there's no
Mm,
method to stop people from using these in online tournaments.
yep.
Um, because it's like a physical device, they're not messing with Call of Duty's game files at all. And it's just a device that you just plug into your PC and then plug your controller into it.
Yeah.
Um, and I was talking to my friend about it. Maybe there would be a way to detect it because of the drivers that it uses, because I'm sure it
Mm,
uses specific drivers,
yeah.
and that would make sense. However, like, but whose responsibility would that be under? Is Call of Duty going to is the developers going to rewrite the game files so that
Yeah.
it'll detect these drivers, or but what about what if they're not willing to do that? Then what? And then
Mm,
then you have these companies that are funding these tournaments or hosting these Call of Duty tournaments that they can't guarantee fidelity between all of the contestants because
yep.
of this, and that's going to turn some people off of the competitive scene, I feel.
Yeah.
And until they can find a surefire way to stop people from using cheats like this in the game, like in a tournament setting. I mean, obviously, if you're going to using a cheat like this, if you're just online and casual play, I mean, you're a piece of shit, but you're not really hurting anybody.
Yeah.
But
You're
if
just
you're
playing.
like going to tournaments and people like put money in and try to get money, and you're using one of these
Yep.
things, and then that's just not it's not a
It's
good
not
scene,
there.
and it's not a scene that people want to get into. And so
Mm,
I think something needs to be done about it. The idea is that for all LAN parties, it's going to be banned, which makes sense, obviously. But like I said, there
yeah.
aren't going to be any really LAN tournaments right now because of the
Yeah.
social distancing. So,
Yep.
and there are online tournaments. There are online tournaments that happen very often,
All the
from
time.
big name companies that have like a $10,000 or whatever grand prize to
Mm,
just small companies that have like $100 Target gift card as the prize. But it's still money that people spent, and they
yep.
for those types of online tournaments they can't really guarantee that it's going to be completely fair.
Yeah.
Um,
So they're just not really addressing it as
so
of right now.
yeah, so right now I think they're being tactful about it. They're not addressing it until they figure out what would be the best thing to do about it, and then they're probably
But
gonna make a public statement for it.
yep. But we're
Um,
from one of the few news people who covered or uncovered and talked about it. Just letting you know.
yeah, yeah, because apparently a lot of people aren't talking about it. It's a
Yep.
shame. It's a
So if
shame.
you organizations think that we
Shame.
don't know what we know, we know what we know, and you need to pay us off to be quiet too. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get
paying off these other
we'll be paid
companies.
off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell out so fast.
We're gonna get a DM in like an hour. A DM in an hour. Take down that video.
Take that video. Oh, you got it.
Sure. You just want to take
Uh,
care of that video.
let's see. Oh, there was damn. Can we find that
Oh my
video
god,
of
the
the
content.
guy finishing? Hold on. Did you put that in
Man,
Discord?
it should be. I think it's in the FPSGuides Discord. A little bit up.
In the
Man.
general or?
Shoot, I don't know exactly where it is. Oh man. Yeah, in the general, it's in there. I also tweeted it a bit ago. Um, dude, it's pretty. Basically, over the
You
weekend,
said
last
this is
weekend.
huge.
No, it's a little bit more. A little bit higher up. So over the weekend there was a Call of Duty tournament. They had 4v4s, 5v5s.
Oh, here we go.
Um, they had solos and stuff. They had a Warzone tournament, and the Warzone tournament went. They had solos, they had duos, and they did quads. I think with tournament styles. And basically the Warzone tournament itself was ran like the Warzone tournament aspect of it was just ran like typical Call of Duty fashion. Like the players were literally just doing the stupidest stuff,
Just
diving over like
ridiculous
buildings,
stuff
just
constantly.
parachuting into like random buildings to try and kill each other, and like they constantly were like trying to like just throw grenades at each other. And one of the players, I know a couple of times, like two or three situations happened where players went and got like a couple of the four wheelers or like the um what do you call it? Those the
Like
side by
the
side
trucks
vehicles,
or
you know.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
So they would go to get the truck, drive into it for a little bit, get out, slap a couple C4 onto it, and then just drive the truck at someone and detonate the C4. Like there was a couple kills like that. So typical Call of Duty fashion. But like the real kicker for this one is how the game was won, how the solos game was won for this guy. If you can pull, we got the video. Like
Here we go.
the way that this guy won is insane. And I think that every Warzone winner from here on out
Oh wait, what?
is has a little bit,
That's not
step
it.
up to it.
Dang. All right. All I can find is the. There we go. Where the fuck is the
Oh wait,
video?
scroll up. Oh wait, okay, it says it includes things, so you need to view it. Okay, yeah, you have to.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right,
What is this fight?
this is it.
Wait.
This is the guy who dies, and if you play college, you can revive yourself. But the guy uses the truck. The guy uses the truck to run over the last two characters, the last two players in the game,
I just love
and
that
that's how
part.
he wins the game.
He gave them both the bumper.
He gave them both the bumper.
Literally, like the last two people are alive are fighting, and they're shooting at each other, and he just comes up from left field and just runs them both over, and that's how he wins the
Runs them both
tournament.
over.
And he
Yeah,
won like what, $6,000 or some shit?
yeah, the game was for $6,000.
Yeah.
Like I tweeted it too. I was like, $6,000, 3 kills. I think it was like $6,000, 3 kills, and only like 2 damage. He only dealt 2 damage
Yeah.
the entire game,
Just
but he ended up getting 3 kills. Like, and that's
Yeah.
crazy for this dude to win like that.
it basically played extremely passively and
But
won.
it was so funny. Like that's just oh god, it was great.
It's the reason
Um,
Danny hates battle royales.
This is also why I hate battle royales because you can just do
Because
stuff
you
like
could
that
just be passive and win.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, that fucking happened. That was funny. I just like that commentator just being like, "Gave them both the bumper."
Gave up the bumper.
Oh, it's so good. Wait, hold up. I got. There it is. Okay. What was our next topic? Our next topic was Microsoft.
Oh, yeah,
Microsoft.
they're closing their stores.
Yeah, Microsoft is permanently closing its retail stores in New York City, London, Sydney, Redmond, and Redmond. Sorry, turning them into quote unquote experience centers. Keep in mind, Redmond is a headquarters, not just a random store. So,
Yep.
this is, I guess, like we talked about earlier. I think Microsoft is kind of consolidating their assets and trying to save money, keep themselves afloat. I guess.
Yep.
So that's happening. Obsidian had a demo for their new game Grounded come out last
Yep.
week. I actually didn't play it, but I watched my friend play the whole demo. So I have a pretty good idea what it is. It looks really cool, to be honest. It's just like it's like Ark or Rust or whatever, but it's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. You know, everyone's like really tiny, in their backyard, and there's like like ants and
Yeah, to fight
insects
against
and
the
like
spiders.
ladybugs and stuff. You have to like fight,
Mm,
and you have to gather resources by cutting down blades of grass with like an axe and
yeah,
stuff. It's like ridiculous.
yep. And you have to
Um,
capture their bodies and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like,
it looks really neat. I can see it as being a fun kind of co-op game play with your boys. It's gonna
mhm.
be coming out on the 28th of July, so about a month away.
Yep.
Fortnite movie night is a thing now. If you
Yeah.
didn't know, so Fortnite, has been doing all their kind of crazy stuff for a while because of Fortnite. They have these different concerts like Travis Scott and Marshmello, and now they're gonna start having movies that they're
Yeah.
going to be playing like in a Fortnite game. So people will like join the server, and then I guess they meet up in a certain place in the map, and then
Yeah.
like they just chill and like
They,
watch the movie in the game. Um, which is definitely bizarre, definitely different. So, according to this is actually on Epic Games' website right now, but their first three movies are going to be Inception, Batman Begins, and The Prestige.
mhm.
Um, this is, and also, they have their Diplo concert going to be on
Yeah, they have to
next
schedule.
Thursday, or
Uh,
yeah, or no, that was yesterday. Sorry, yesterday.
mm.
Um, but
But
it's just pretty crazy because
yeah,
like
Fortnite's no
you
longer
look
just
at Epic Games website, it looks like Ticketmaster.
yeah,
Like
it's
you just
it
look
looks
on
like
there, just like, all right, got these upcoming events and
yeah,
schedules,
it's
and
like
then here's got with these movie nights, night on the
mhm,
lawn kind of thing.
right.
So that's pretty funny. Just Fortnite
Yeah.
being weird and doing its own thing, but I mean, hey, they've been
Mhm.
working for them, I guess. Oh yeah, this was a really cool one. So the new Pokemon game got announced,
Mhm. Oh
and
yeah.
it is not a Pokemon game that you were thinking it is. And no, it's
It's
not
not.
Pokemon Snap either. It is a battle royale Pokemon, or not battle royale. It's like a MOBA Pokemon game, basically.
Yep. Mhm.
So like, oops, I fucked that up. Yeah. So what a MOBA is? It's like League of Legends, Dota 2,
Yep.
Smite, those kinds of roguelike
Yeah.
games. And it's going to be just like that, but with Pokemon. So like, each game you'll pick your different Pokemon, and you'll start off at like the first evolution as a level 1, and then
Mhm.
as you progress through the match, you'll level up. So your Charmander will eventually become a Charizard,
Mhm.
and as you get to the late game stuff. I think this is really cool, actually. I'm pretty stoked to see how this comes out. I'm not really a
Yeah.
big MOBA fan, to be honest. My friends have been trying to get me in a MOBA forever, but I'm pretty excited to see what happens with this because it seems like it's still just going to be another MOBA. However, they're simplifying it a lot. It looks like because it is
Yeah.
Pokemon, and because the target audience for Pokemon still is young, even
Mhm.
though I'm in my mid 20s and I still love Pokemon.
Yeah.
But um, I think it might actually be pretty successful. Not only to
Yep.
mention that it's going to be coming to Switch and mobile devices.
Yes. That's
Um,
the biggest thing.
so I guessing it's going to be a free to play game.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be a free to play game, but
So
like
yeah. Just
on the MOBA aspect of it, it's like it straight up looks like a MOBA, just like a little bit simpler of like version of it. You see two
yeah.
towers on like on the dual lane, the long I'm guessing dual lane or longer lane,
Yeah.
and you see like they have their own little jungle. They kind of have like a bit of a mid lane, and they have like a little bit of like a solo lane.
Yeah.
There's all it kind of looks like it plays like Heroes of the Storm would,
Mm.
whereas like games like League of Legends and Smite and Dota, you buy a lot of items, you buy a crap ton of items, and you have to farm to get the gold and stuff like that. But this looks more like it's just XP generated, and like you just buy your abilities. And I think then the real also thing is you get to evolve your Pokemon as the game goes on. So
Yeah.
you hit like the next stage of your evolutions, which is crazy. But that I think that's really sick that you evolve like in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really just XP generated. So you set your as you level up, you pick your abilities that you want,
Mm.
and then you evolve, and then you pick your abilities again. And yeah, it looks really cool. Like there are objectives, like a lot of objectives to take off the map, and it really is like a MOBA, and it's pretty cool. Like crazy actually that it's this cool.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
this came out of nowhere.
yeah. It really did come out of nowhere. It was like Pokemon MOBA game. It was like the thing that nobody asked for, but
Yeah,
a lot of people were surprised that they wanted.
yeah, yeah. Surprised that I wanted.
It's
I was
like
like,
that's
wow,
actually
I
pretty cool.
really want this Switch.
I'm really interested in this.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
really.
I'm interested in see how they're going to put a spin on it. Like I can see them maybe doing like type advantages, because it's like Pokemon, so there's
Yeah.
like fire and water and grass type and all these different
Mhm.
types that are better than certain types. And I think you're right. I don't think they're gonna have like buying items,
Yeah.
but they would still want to add some kind of element in it to make it more
Mhm.
where you can make choices as you progress, as the situation fits. So like
Yeah.
maybe like as you level up, once you get to certain milestones, you'll be able to swap out one of your four abilities for a different ability and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Um.
And I think that might be where a lot of the strategy might come into play,
Yep.
where like certain abilities might do good against certain types of comps, but
Yeah.
if they're running a different comp that counters that ability, then maybe you have to make sure you don't have that ability and stuff like that.
Mm. I don't think it's gonna be as like technical as like Dota and them are
Definitely
gonna
not.
be.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
definitely
not.
gonna be like a little bit funner type stuff, but
I think this would be a very casual MOBA.
yeah, it's gonna be a really casual mode, I
Very
think.
casual MOBA that people are going to very easily pick up and stuff, which I think is cool.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna try it out. Honestly, like I
And
said, I'm
it's
not a
Gen
MOBA
One
person,
Pokemon,
but
right?
yeah,
It's like it's most Gen One Pokemon, and I love Gen
I
One.
think it's mostly Gen One. I'm not sure. I've only really seen like Charizard and Blastoise and
Yeah, I've only seen the
Ivysaur
big
and
ones.
stuff, so
Yeah.
I haven't really seen like any of the other ones. It looks like it might just be Gen One, but it'll probably be like Pokemon Go. Where they'll start adding in the later generations.
Yeah.
Once they see that it works and it's successful, and they don't have to, they see that it's actually worth spending time on.
Mm.
So yeah,
So also along with that summer sale that they did do, that Steam summer sale, Steam launched a new point system that they have that they're going to be doing. You can actually earn points, and you can that can be used to acquire digital items, things like stickers, backgrounds, and avatars and stuff. Steam's new point system will be year round now. Rather as before, it was like a hype thing that you did for like that month, and the fact that they're doing it year round is pretty awesome.
hmm
The point reward system, I guess, for every 100 points you're gonna get, you get like $1 back, and or like it's 100 points per dollar spent, and the exchange rates are gonna change depending on like which country you're from and whatnot. But
interesting.
the points and everything you earn are gonna you can earn them through literally like just about everything. So it's like game purchases. So if you purchase game, any DLCs, any tracks or soundtracks that you buy for the game, and any of the hardware that you buy through Steam, like you're gonna get your points towards you, and you can exchange your points into dollars or whatever currency you're from in that country,
Right.
which is I think it's great because Xbox did this, and like you get your points
Well, a
and you
long
can buy.
time, yeah.
Yeah, and like I actually thought that they did this a while ago, but I guess they didn't, and
hmm
I'm pretty excited for. It. I'm being a little upset that it took this
Yeah.
long, but this is what we need.
Yeah.
This,
I should have a bunch of points right now.
yeah,
I feel like I
especially
should.
especially since like we started buying a bunch of games because of the sale that went on.
Right. Um. Let's see. I think that's kind of all we had. There was
Oh,
the only rumor we have is that Sea of Thieves is going to be having custom servers soon,
yeah, it's rumored
possibly.
that they're gonna be having custom servers. I think that they're trying to. I think they might be trying to do this because of possible grieving of people like me and John just running up and mugging people for whatever they have.
Dude, it's a pirate game.
Like so, yeah, like this might be the solution to the people like that. Like if you really want to like not get jumped by us,
People like us
then
coming in robbing you and shit.
yeah, you get your own server. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only real rumor that I could find out.
Mhm.
Other than that, the Steam Summer Sale's on for 2 weeks.
Steam
Do
Summer
stuff
Sale.
and
Look at the Summer
oh
Sale.
my
Get
god,
Pummel Party.
get Pummel Party, guys!
Get
It's gonna
Pummel
be
Party. Hold on. It's just like I'll just put it up on here just so you see that
this
it
is
exists and it's a
it.
real thing, and you see that it's in my library, right there. So I have it, and I'm
It's
just
already up.
waiting for someone to come get it with this.
Yep.
But yeah, it's literally like Mario Party,
Mm,
but violent and it's like
people die
ridiculous,
more.
like blood spatter. Yeah, it's like Mario Party except with more death.
Yeah, more debt.
Look at these guys like battling in hell with fireballs and stuff. So
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
very ridiculous. But it seems like a real good time to just play with your boys, and I'm stoked on it actually. I'm really excited. So play this game, buy it. It's only 980 what 987? Yeah, or 989. Sorry, fuck me.
Dude, it's super
So
cheap.
989. give us a like, give us a follow, and I will buy you this game. Period.
God.
It's happening. You will get this game. So you make sure that you follow and join actually join the Discord. Follow
Yeah,
and join the Discord and tell
join
us
in the
that you
Discord,
followed, and then I'll buy it for you.
dude. Like, yeah. I don't know. If you guys aren't in the Discord, you guys are already.
You
Yeah,
are
you
on the Discord. You're missing
no.
out because we probably have the best the best resource for gaming related memes in the
Oh yeah.
world. So like literally, I don't think there's another database quite like ours.
Hmm.
There's just a ton. I'm just scrolling through them right now while I'm talking to you.
And
I'm not
then
even looking
also
at
like a
them.
lot of the videos that we talk about too, like we do post them in there too, so you can see them like yourself if you want to see it a couple times.
Yeah. God, look at all of our fucking PS5.
Oh yeah, this is when the PS5 came out. When the PS5 came out, we found all these memes of it. It was
All
fun.
of them.
It was
All of them.
hilarious.
But anyways, um, it's getting pretty late. We're gonna wrap up the show right
Yeah.
now. Thank you for watching. If you did, guys, be sure to leave a like, leave a follow, and subscribe if you liked the show. And if you didn't like a show, please leave a like, follow, and subscribe. Um, you can check out all of our content currently on Apple iTunes, Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and Alexa. So go ahead and check those out. Also check out our website fpsguides.com. It's a beautiful website. You can find all of our stuff, everywhere, but it's also on the website. And we also have some cool resources on there, like some deal finders and just some feeds from like the latest and greatest stuff that just comes out in the gaming news world. So go ahead and take a look. Favorite it, put it on your Google task, so you can just click on it or whatever. Um, Also, check out our Discord. Link is in the description on Twitch. Please feel free to join the Discord. Um, if you join the Discord and if you leave us a follow, I will buy you Pummel Party on Steam, and then you can
Mhm.
come get it with me and
Come
Deep
get it. Yeah, we'll
Poodly on
play against
Steam.
you.
You come get it. Um, or if you really are just not feeling like that, you can at least just join the Discord and just enjoy our plethora of gaming related memes,
Mm.
and just give yourself a good laugh this afternoon. And don't be
Yeah.
afraid to please tell your friends about us, and don't be shy to provide feedback, folks. The more feedback we get, and the more follows we get, and just the more traction we get, just let us know that we're not just screaming into the void, and there actually are people watching, and we'd like to see that because it would kind of give us more confidence to keep doing this. So remember, stay safe. Remember to keep your hands washed. 6 feet apart, all that stuff. No means no, all that good stuff. And but remember, most importantly, have a great weekend and play games.
Hmm.
Peace.
See you.